Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm starting off with the Benefit Brow in the shade number 3 to use to fill in her brows. I'm just using the Pony Cosmetics eyebrow brush. It's what I use all the time. And yeah, just starting off at the tail and then just slowly going in to the start of the brow, just feathering it really lightly just to create a really natural gradient brow. Then I'm just taking some concealer, the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Light, and just using that to define the tops and the bottoms of the brow. And then I'm just blending that concealer in. Then I'm taking the Benefit Cosmetics 3D Brow Tones in the shade number 3 as well, and just running that through her brows just to set them in place. Then taking the Rimmel Stay Matte Translucent Powder, I'm just using that to set the eyelids just so the eyeshadow blends a lot more seamlessly. For eyeshadow, I'm taking the Huda Beauty Rose Gold eyeshadow palette. This is literally one of my faves. I use in the salon all the time. I'm just taking that bottom right transition color and pretty much just placing that all over her eyelid. Then I'm taking the red shade called Man Eater and pretty much placing that in the same places and just really smoking that out. Then I'm taking this Colourpop Supernova Shock Cream eyeshadow. I'm not sure of the name, but I'll make sure I look it up online and leave it listed down below. But it's just a gorgeous shimmery copper color, and I've pretty much just placed that all over her lid. Now onto base, I'm taking the Tarte Drink of H2O Gel Moisturizer and just popping that all over her face. This is so hydrating, especially if you want that dewy skin look. I love this moisturizer for that. Then I'm taking the iconic London Illuminator drops and just popping that on the highest points of her cheeks. I just like to do this before and also after foundation just to get that extra dewy sort of look. So I'm just popping that on her cheekbones, Cupid's bow, and down the bridge of her nose, and just blending it in with a damp beauty blender. Then I'm taking some MAC Fix Plus just to prep her face before foundation. And the foundation I used was a mixture of 2 shades of the Nars All Day Radiance Weightless Foundation. I don't know, it's a new one. I'll leave the full name listed down below. I can never get the names of foundations right. They're so long these days. But I mixed Punjab and a bit of Barcelona just to get her exact shade. I only pretty much just put like probably half a squirt on her face because I did want a really light to medium coverage, just because I didn't want to cover up her gorgeous freckles, because I wanted a more of a luminous light base for this look. So I'm just blending that in with a damp beauty blender. Then going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 20 and just putting 3 dots just below her eyes and blending that all in. Then I'm just taking some Laura Mercier translucent powder and just using that to set her concealer underneath her eyes so it doesn't crease. Then going on to finishing off the lower lash line, I'm just taking the first transition color that we used with the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette and just smudging that on her lower lash line. And then I go ahead to take Man Eater as well and also smoking that out on her lower lash line as well. Then I'm taking the Australis Metallics Cream eyeshadow. This is what I use for the inner corners all the time, and I'm just, placing them on the inner corners. And then I go in with an Urban Decay single eyeshadow in the shade Polyester Bride, just over the top just to set them so it doesn't move. And then I'm just applying some mascara to her bottom lashes. Then I'm taking the Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner and just popping that in her waterline just to create a little bit more of a dramatic look. I remember when we first started, I was like, I want to do something a bit more natural. Neck minute. This always happens. Then I'm taking my fave bronzer, the Too Faced Sweethearts one, and just using that to bronze up her face. Then taking the Hoola bronzer by Benefit just to contour her face. And I just like to use the brush that it came with. I just feel like it chisels out the jaw lines really well. So I'm just using that. Then taking the Huda Beauty 3D highlighter palette, I'm taking that blush shade and popping that on the apples of her cheeks, just because this blush is more of like a glowy one and I really wanted to emphasize the luminous skin, so I'm just popping that on her cheeks. And then for highlighter, I'm taking the top right color and popping that on the highest points of her face. Then I'm taking my favorite lip gloss, the Marc Jacobs lip gloss in the shade Sugar Sugar. I literally use this on like all my clients and like every single tutorial, so I should probably change it up and try and find something different, but I'm like obsessed with this gloss. Popping it on her lips, and then to set her face, I'm taking the Glam Glow Setter Setting Spray, one of my new faves, and popping that on, and that is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you'd like to see more client tutorials, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.